I just want to talk about a few big impacts for 2026. So, in 2026, the first one is 2027 is an election year. And with a few situations that we've seen in the past, you really want to make sure that you protect yourself for that election year. Please, everybody go and vote. So that whoever you think should be president, you are actively involved, not just this person is better than that person. Don't be that person. Vote. But yeah, if you want a physical shop, you want to be careful with the stock you keep in your shop, just in case anything happens. You also want to make sure that you are not cash strapped. Make sure you're not cash strapped. Make sure you have access to cash. And then just be aware of that. Be aware of that. There are a lot of advantages for an election year because you will begin to see certain policies that will favor you so that the current government will stay in power. But at the same time, if the current government doesn't stay in power, a new government comes in, whatever you've been enjoying in the past can now be changed again. Those kind of things. So you just have to be aware that, okay, 2027 is coming. As we get closer, we'll begin to hear more interesting things. Attention to those interesting things as they align with not just your business, but even you personally. Because if you will exist and you'll be healthy and God will keep all of us. Right? But you just want to make sure that happens. And you're aware of it. AI is not a joke. AI is not going anywhere. AI is not going anywhere. What's going to happen is there's just going to be two parts. People that don't like AI and people that like AI. As a business, be ready to either sell to one of those two people. I don't see you being able to sell to those two. You can only sell to one group. You would have a group of people that do not want anything AI related or do not trust it. And then you have people that they don't mind. If you decide that you want to use AI in your business, put in the guardrails and put in the disclaimers and all those things and let people know when you're using AI, that sort of thing, especially if you're using it for content, please. I'm saying it again. And if you do not use AI, you are the one losing. Like, people believe that AI would replace our jobs. AI will replace all of us. Yada, yada, yada. I started to listen to a podcast about Henry Ford. How Henry Ford started Ford Motors. How he built his first car. His career path, basically. How he met Thomas Edison. All those amazing things. And as I was listening to that podcast, one thing that hit me was, at some point, there were people that were actually employed to just man horses, man carriages, things like that. And slowly, those people started losing their jobs. Slowly, that whole horse and carriages industry just disappeared, right? And I think that's what AI is going to do to certain industries. If your industry is heavily reliant on certain repetitive work, AI will replace your industry. It's only a matter of time. But at the same time, those people that are using AI, so for example, the person that started to work with carriage tires or carriage wheels and use that same concept to then invent a tire, that person is still relevant in the industry, right? It's the same way if you're using AI in your business. Understand why you're using the AI. Don't just use it. Like, I've said this in a video recently where if you don't understand the end goal you're looking for with AI will take you everywhere except that end goal. It will take you everywhere. It will take you exactly everywhere but nowhere. So understand where you're going to. When you start using AI for content, make sure you pay attention to your engagement rate and things like that. Because if you notice that you are using AI, you're posting more content, this and that, but your engagement rate is dropping, then you will know that this AI is really not helping you. So yes, it's helping you with time, it's helping you to create content, all those kind of things. But what's important to your business, which is building an engaged community, is dying. So that's why I say AI is no joke. It's a very complex thing, and it's very business specific. It's very business. For some businesses, it will be beautiful. For certain businesses, it will be terrible. You must be online in 2026. This excuse of we don't have content, we don't know what to post. Every single thing is content. This thing I wrote here, I'm going to post it on my story. I think I already posted it self. Every single thing is content. Every single thing is content. I bought a smartwatch last year. So I was using it to monitor my sleep, monitor my heart rate, things like that. Because of my work, I stay seated so long. So I was beginning to get worried that, okay, I need to fix this. So I got a smartwatch to start that journey. And my smartwatch is very rude. Like if I don't meet the goals, it will just message me. Today was a failure. Wow. Guys, I'm the one that bought you with my own money. But that in itself is content. I posted it on my story recently, or not recently. And a lot of people started laughing with me, and I was like, okay, at least we all get the joke. And that's content. You must be online in 2026. Now, if your business is one where you don't want to be online, or you don't have to be online, by all means, don't be online. I'll give you an example. There is a business, I'm not sure she's here, but her name is Edo Bag Maker. I think that's her name. There's a piece of content I saw on her page. It was just like dirt on the floor, like extra fabric she put on the floor. So she recorded the dirt on the floor as one post. It was a carousel, I think. She had that. Then the second one was another post where she held the bunch of fabric as waste. And the third one was the bag she made from that bunch of wasted fabric, right? So it started as just something on the floor. Then she held the fabric that was just waste. And then she made the bag. And that was content. Her face is not showing any of those content. So you must be online in 2026. You have to be. And one thing I've learned with being online, is it's and this is one thing that I don't get. People think that once you come online, you can be perfect once you come online. And it is the biggest joke. Because once you come online, there are certain things that you do that will flop. And it will flop hard. And the only way for you to get better is for you to consistently come online, right? So you will try so many types of designs, you will try so many types of content, you will try so many types of different things. And you have to come online to do those things. If you don't come online and you wait till you have that perfect camera, that perfect phone, that perfect microphone, you're in for a shocker, honestly. Okay. Thank you. You're in for a shocker. Thank you. See, this mistake now, I can use that as content later today. So everything is content. You need to be online. Next up is marketplaces versus owned platforms. So, and this is for both service-based and physical products. Everybody should have their own platform in 2026. We don't have excuses anymore. You need to have your own website. You need to have a place where people can come and learn about your services, learn about your products, all those amazing things. At the same time, look for marketplaces that you can list on. If you sell physical products, you have Jumia, Konga, Gigi. Find ways to get on those platforms. If you sell, what's it called now? if you provide services, you have, what are those words that they're always sending me? What is it again? Fiverr. You have Fiverr, you have Upwork. Is there a Nigerian one? There used to be Jobberman. No, actually Jobberman for jobs. There are so many of these platforms that you will come marketplaces. Be on these platforms. Udemy, Conga, like be on these platforms. Make sure you're on these platforms. Don't it takes nothing from you signing up on these platforms. And right now, there's a lot of investment, foreign investment as well, being channeled to these platforms. So as they are building their brand, they would also, there's money that can touch your own business and help your own business, that sort of thing. And the final thing is the hardest thing: boring consistency. I was talking to somebody earlier today, and he mentioned, I have a new business, but then I have this other one. And I'm guilty of this as well, but one has to be consistent, and it's boring. It is not interesting at all. Doing the same thing over and over again, putting the camera on, doing the same thing over and over again, talking to the same customers, and them saying that, is it so you don't do payment on delivery. All these things they get boring. But consistency is really what helps you stand out from everybody. If you are able to do certain things, give or take 2, 3, 4 years, when you look back, you will be unstoppable. You will not be able to recognize yourself again just because of that boring consistency, right? And then there's also energy. It's not as if it's boring consistency versus energy burst, even though that's how I wrote it. With your energy burst, you need to make sure that it aligns with what you're doing. For example, you saw something online. Somebody posted one type of content, and you're like, I'd like to try this. When you are trying that content, let it align with what you are doing already. It's not a thing where you want to start a content. You want to start selling something and use that content to promote that thing. You have gone down a different path. So you need to make sure that you stay consistent, right? And I'm 100% sure that funny, the Edo bag maker lady is here. Can you imagine? Thank God I said the truth. Anyways, that's one thing that I just need you guys to really, really take advantage of. There are so many things that are going to happen in 2026 that I'm excited to see. I think ads will become more expensive. I think that's one advantage I've really enjoyed in the past few years, where a lot of people don't know how to run ads, but now I've started to make content. So I'm sure a lot of people have started to learn how to run better ads. So I'm setting myself up. But yeah, there's that. And as 2027 is an election year, and you guys don't quote me, just in case I'm wrong, I genuinely believe that money would flow more this year and certain things will fall into place. So let's see how it goes. Anyways, that's pretty much it from me.